This is Don Hodor from the South Point Marcellus Shell Chamber of Commerce, and today we have in our studios Susan Rauscher, who is Executive Director of Catholic Charities of Pittsburgh, right?
Correct.
I'll get this straight.
Correct.
So just had a few questions to ask you. When you start talking about Catholic Charities, it makes me think that it's strictly Catholics and that you would have to be Catholic in order to be part of this. So I guess my opening question is, what does Catholic Charities entail? Can I be a non-Catholic and still benefit from your program?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, that's probably the biggest misconception. We serve everybody and we employ people of all religions. So we do what we do because we're Catholic, but we certainly provide services across the board.
So the connection is the Catholic idealism and faith that is carried through? Correct.
That's what calls us to be of service to other people.
I see. Now, do you actually, as part of your program, do you encourage people who are in the programs and services to become Catholics?
We do not. We do not. We're really about meeting the person where they are and providing whatever assistance they need. So we run 25 different programs, and depending on which program they're coming to, gives us the sense of what we can do to help them find a solution.
It sounds like a great organization. Now, as far as I've noticed, there are in different cities Catholic Charities of Mexico, Catholic Charities of Washington D.C. Are you all tied in together, or are you independent, autonomous groups?
We're all independent, autonomous groups. Some of us are called Catholic Charities. Some are called Catholic Social Services. But we all do primarily the same thing, and we're the service outreach for our prospective churches and dioceses.
I see. Is that the plural of diocese?
Dioceses? Yeah, dioceses.
Okay. Now I know. I learned something new. So tell me about, you said 25 services that you provide. Tell me a little about, of course we don't have time to go through 25, but just give me an overview of what's the thrust of the services that you provide, most effective.
Sure. Probably our services that are most utilized is we have a free healthcare center which provides free medical and dental care to people without insurance or access to insurance.
Now let's stop there.
Okay.
Free health care. Wouldn't you have people lined up down the block and then some? Wouldn't Obama just send them all to you?
We do have quite a few people. Our eligibility is actually the niche of people who fall between the cracks. So they're people who don't qualify for government assistance, and or their employer doesn't offer it, or they can't afford the premiums for health care. But they have to be within 200% of the federal poverty guidelines to access the services.
Then can you get them on track and get them into the system?
Frequently we have them actually move out of the system and into some kind of insured program as we move through the process. But we're their medical or dental home until we can do that.
Okay, great. And how many would you say you service in your area in Pittsburgh?
For free health care, we see about 8,000 people a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
And your hours are basically?
Our hours are 8:30 to 4:30. And across the board, we see for the entire agency and all 6 counties, from Washington and Greene area all the way up to the Butler-Lawrence area. We provided over 300,000 acts of service last year to about, I want to say, 42,000 people.
So you're seeing about 40 people a day?
A lot of people a day, yes.
Wow. If I did the math right. Oh no, it's more like 400.
For
a total people you're seeing, you must have a lot of offices.
We see a lot of people, and we move a lot of people through support, multiple people at one time. So we'll have support group situations and/or life skills classes, those kind of things. So there's different parameters that lead to that.
Do you have more than one office?
We do. We do. We have 10 different site locations, one in each of the 6 counties the diocese operates in, plus we have a residential facility for older homeless men, and then we're the area agency on aging in Lawrence County, so we have a huge facility up in Lawrence County.
Now, as far as your 10 sites, we can't go into the details here in this video, but they could go to your website, and that would be?
www.ccpgh.org.
That's easy. CCPGH, Catholic Charities Pittsburgh, that stands for.
Right.
.org, and that would take you to the website.
Correct.
Now, obviously, a lot of the folks that need your services don't have a computer. They would have call a phone number, I would assume.
And that number is 412-456-6999.
Well, you make it easy.
We try.
412-456-6999.
Correct.
And so if I want to get in touch with you, I would call 9 to 5, basically?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And how, once again, would you go over, how would I know that I would qualify for your services, or do I just call and ask?
It's easiest to call and ask, because for each of the programs, if you're looking for safety net and stability services like help paying bills, those kind of things, the qualifications are a little different than the free healthcare center. Counseling is all sliding scale fee. So if you're looking for counseling, best just to call across the board.
Now, you have all counseling, mental illness, all the way to dental, as you said.
Yep.
I see. Interesting. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been in business? And how long have you, Susan, been doing this?
Catholic Charities is over 100 years old.
Wow.
We were founded in 1911. I have been with the agency as executive director for 6.5 years, but I was a board director for 5 years prior to that.
So you have about 10 years behind yourself doing this.
The Free Healthcare Center is one of our baby programs. It was started in 2007.
Great. Well, it sounds like a great organization. The whole idea that you have to be Catholic or it only is catering to the Catholic faith or religion is obviously not true. It is open to anybody. Is it open to agnostics?
Absolutely.
Oh, so
Absolutely.
then it is definitely anybody, huh?
It's anybody.
So there you understand for our viewers that here's an organization, but also on the other end of the spectrum, before we close, you're looking for fundraising opportunities, I'm sure.
Fundraising and volunteer opportunities. We do what we do because the people of Pittsburgh are so generous and connect to help their neighbors who are coming to us.
How are
to
you
ask.
funded?
We're funded through a variety of sources. Primarily, probably our largest source is individual contributions and funding, but we've funded through foundations. We have a couple of government grants across the board. Everything you see typically in a nonprofit is on our pie chart somewhere.
So you're obviously a 501c3.
We are a 501c3, yes.
Okay, good. Well, I want to thank you, Susan. This is Susan Rauscher, Executive Director of Catholic Charities of Pittsburgh. And certainly you have the information as to how to contact her on all ends of the spectrum. If you're looking to donate, this is the place to come to. It's a worthy cause. And if you're looking for help, the same location, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.